Take this mild drug and you will have a nice sleep.
What is going on, everybody? Back with another video today. This today is probably going to be a pretty long video as far as how long my other videos have gone, but this is going to be my entire Friday the 13th collection. Everything in here I've either done touch-up work to, customization, or I've had a friend or someone I know make me certain figures maybe to finish off the collection or whatnot, but I'm super happy with every single one of these and how they've come out. And yeah, this is just a cool video to show them off and give you guys a little sneak peek of my Friday the 13th collection. Obviously, first up would be Mama Voorhees, just a regular NECA figure. Actually, this is one of the rare ones that I haven't had to do anything with at all. She's as fairly perfect as it can come. So, also quite the vintage little figure here. So I didn't want to touch it up too much. I didn't want to do nothing to it. So yeah. So anyways, Mama Voorhees is here. And obviously after Mama Voorhees, we got Kid Voorhees when he was a young boy. This figure was actually made by a good friend of mine, from James Hopkins of JH Customs. The guy's, he's a wizard when it comes to making figures. Go check him out for sure. He's all over YouTube under JH Customs and Facebook and everything you can imagine. He's on there. You'll find him easy enough. His work is incredible. But yeah, this was obviously Boy Jason. Again, came out fantastic. Again, another big thank you to James for him. And the next one would be Part 2 Jason, which has actually been probably my least favorite of all the Jasons, to be quite honest with you. But again, can't have the entire set without him. And Part 3 Jason would come into play here. Obviously, these masks do come off to show you some cool, graphics on the face. Obviously, he ain't Jason without the Jason mask. But, yeah, this one, all I ended up doing was just basically touching up all the blood, making it look a little bit more realistic as far as color-wise and whatnot. But I think he came out pretty good for the most part. And on to Part 4 Jason. Again, just another one that I basically just touched up. A little bit of the blood here and there, dirtied up his shirt a little bit more. And, just basically wanted to not do too much with this one again. This was one of my favorite of the films. I didn't want to critique him or change him up too much. So, yeah. And that's Part 4 Jason. Then we got, actually, Part 5. This is the Dream Sequence Jason. Obviously, Jason wasn't really in Part 5, but he kind of, through Dream Sequence he was. And some people don't, I guess, consider this a piece of the puzzle and when they're collecting the figures. I totally do. Honestly, I thought it was the best part of the entire movie. But again, Jason film, not Jason without Jason. So, and again, this is another one I didn't do much with at all. Actually, I don't believe I've done anything with this one. Just kind of added him to the collection. And obviously, those of you who are out there who collect these figures know this mask don't come off, which is kind of a drag. But again, you don't see him much in the film other than through dreams. So yeah, that's that one. And then you move on to the actual Part 5, I guess, Jason, which is Roy. His mask obviously comes off to show you that it's not the actual Jason, but an imposter Jason. The only thing I did with this guy, again, I just kind of touched up the cut through the belly and made it look a little bit more realistic through in this area right here. I actually did make it a little deeper through this area just to, emphasize the cut and make it look super cool. And the next figure would be the best movie of all of in the series, in my opinion. This is Part 6. Again, great, fantastic figure. Awesome that they started showing all the, the damage from being buried and whatnot. The only thing I dislike about this figure is this god-awful mask. Again, I actually have a mask coming through the mail through Custom Freak, and I mean that guy rocks. He kills all these custom figure masks. So I have that coming for this guy. Hopefully, it'll be here soon, and we'll be able to make this guy actually, one of the best. Again, as far as what I've done to this one, I didn't do much. I did touch up a little bit of the blood spots and kind of emphasize that a little bit, but that's about all I've done with him. And moving on to my opinion, the best Jason as far as looks, part 7. I mean, come on. NECA, obviously this is a NECA figure for those of you who collect out there, but this figure just, I mean, come on. Look at this. I mean, they killed it. This is an unbelievable figure, unbelievable sculpt, full body sculpt for that, and the head, the mask, everything about this figure is just, it's spot on. I love it. My favorite one of the series as far as the ones that NECA has put out. So yeah, that is part 7. Then moving on to, this is probably my favorite of all time, just based off my good friend again, James Hopkins. If you guys remember from earlier in the video, he made me the boy Jason. He also made this, and I mean, this is incredible. I mean, obviously part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, probably the shittiest film in the series, but I mean, the coolest fucking look ever, and James just knocked this damn thing out of the park, right? I mean, that head sculpt is just phenomenal. It's got the flying V. He actually does have another accessory with him that James threw in, which is so super cool. It's the axe, the fireman's axe. So I don't know. This is my favorite one in my whole collection, just based off, customization, and a friend of mine made it. So yeah, this is, I mean, it's just perfect. So perfect. Thank you again, James, for that one. And then we move on to Jason Goes to Hell. Again, for those of you who are collectors, obviously a Mezco figure. I was going to go through and make all these cuts and wounds a little bit more realistic, which I still may do at some point. But I just, all I've really done at this point is I went around the outline of the mask and the head and kind of made it look more realistic to the film, where it was kind of embedded in his head. But I don't know if I'm going to end up doing too much more. I actually really do like the look of this Jason, even though I thought the movie was pretty shitty. But anyway, that's the Mezco figure from Jason Goes to Hell. And then we got McFarlane's Jason X, which, I mean, maybe not the best movie in the world, but goddamn, creates such a cool guy, a cool look, cool figure, cool Jason, cool almost, damn near everything. Everything about this thing is really cool, I thought. So, had to have it, had to throw it in the collection. Again, another one that's kind of rare, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on one. So I never touched it up, I never painted it, I never did much with him. But, I mean, again, super cool figure. Then moving on to Freddy vs. Jason. Again, another super cool, movie. The only, thing I didn't really like too much about this film was when you see him unmasked, because, I mean, it's not super, it's not super realistic. He looks more like Frankenstein, I think, than anything. But still, super cool figure. Came out cool. I've always been really torn between on who I actually like the most as far as Jason and Freddy. The more I collect, the older I get, I think Jason's my guy. But with that being said, these guys are so cool, and just had to have this one. If you don't have this, you don't have the collection. So obviously you gotta have this. Then moving on to, let's see. I think it's the remake. That's right, the remake comes after this one, and then the remake figure here is actually. It's a cool figure, cool look. I really love the look of this guy. I'm more disappointed with anything that they didn't just keep stemming off this and make another one. But I think it could have been great. Again, the mask does come off. This is another figure that I haven't really done much to at all. Actually, you know what? I don't think I've done anything to this guy yet either. So yeah, here's another one that's just a plain, NECA figure. Cool look. Love the leather coat. Thought that was kind of a cool, piece to him. Nice addition. But yeah, this is the remake, which is obviously, like I said before, I thought it was a pretty cool movie. I was just mostly disappointed there was no remake to, or no sequel to it, I should say. And then we have my pride and joy, which I don't know if I can get this thing in this frame or not for you guys, but this is my NECA video game Jason. It actually does play music, I just don't have the batteries in it right now, but this was also a huge piece of me getting this, was signed right here by Kane Hodder, which I never didn't think about too much, but I guess it's kind of strange that it was the part 3 version of Jason was signed by Kane Hodder. But hey, it is what it is, and it's still very, very cool. It's a super cool idea. It does have the machete and the axe in the box. Obviously, still I've never opened this, never been opened. But yeah, this is just my my Jason collection, and I wanted to, just kind of take you guys through and show you my collections, and my collection of Friday the 13th anyway, and share them with you guys. I do have, I'm a big fan of the fan films in the Jason films, so I have a few of them. I may put up a video of those at some point here. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. But, yeah, again, there's all my Jasons. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.